Most High Yah, Elohim, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Yisrael created all of this by his word and his word alone, who sent his only begotten one, his son Yahshua, that whoever believe on him shall not perish if they endure to the end, but have everlasting life. Shalom. I'm the mad trucker. That means peace be unto you. This live is welcome to all who would like to attend on the condition that you first I dropped you guys, my bad. This live is welcome to all, regardless of your political affiliation, your orientation, race, religion, or lack thereof. The only thing that I ask you to do is to first greet everybody with a peaceful greeting, regardless of me or by myself, if there's a million people watching, in the comment section, right here. And the little hand that says hi, it don't count. After you do that, you can then address me with your concern, your comment, or air out your grievance. I'm not here to argue or debate with anybody. The purpose of this live is for conversations. Never mind your Webster's dictionary. The working definition of a conversation for the purpose of this live is as follows. A conversation consists of truthful and honest questions and answers, using logic to come up with solutions to problems. And if that's not your cup of tea, thank you for stopping by. And because nobody's holding firearms to anybody's head and making them watch anybody's content on social media, participation is not mandatory. But there are certain things that are mandatory if you wish to have a conversation. An exchange of dialogue, a truthful and honest exchange of dialogue, because I'm civilized. Dropping you all. Hold on a minute. There you go. So with that being said, welcome to the live. I'm the Mad Trucker. And today's a special day. Because there were some people that were breathing yesterday that are not breathing today. And I'm pretty sure they wish they could be. There are some people that they left that wish they could be too. That's why today's a special day. And even if you don't believe or subscribe to that mentality or ideology, well, today is a special day because throughout the annals of time, history, space, the cosmos, and the universe, there's never been a day like today. And after today is gone, it's never coming back. And I do mean never when I say never. Find the misinformation. That's not misinformation. That's critical thought and logic. And the Most High Yah is not an Elohim. He's not a God of confusion. Only two roads, pick your slots. And thank you for watching this now at a later date. So with that being said, if there are any questions, comments, concerns, you can speak to me directly. There aren't a lot of people that are on social media that are open books, that are open up dialogue for conversations. If you got a problem with what I put online, you can address me directly. All you have to do is read the channel description. Greet everybody peacefully, regardless if I'm here by myself or if there's a million people watching, and then air out your concern, ask your question, make your comment, and I will address you accordingly. I give free analysis. And I'm not here to be right. Okay? That's not the Mad Trucker's goal. I'm here for righteousness, lawfulness. If that's not your cup of tea, thanks for stopping by. I was thinking today, let's say, speak truth to power, right? This is today's topic. Speaking truth to power. And I'm going to add something to that statement. And why speaking truth to power don't work if the powers that be know the truth, but they want to make you a slave. Here's a better way of doing it. Instead of speaking truth to power, speak truth to the lies. Because a butt-naked truth monkey stomps. a well-dressed lie in any language, any day of the week, in any place on the planet, the truth is going to remain. Outside of what you believe, outside of what you feel, the truth is going to remain. The truth, not your truth or my truth. So speak truth to lies. Somebody says a lie, speak the truth. Don't be ashamed to speak the truth. If that lie, if they're lying to you. Misinformation, lies. Those are the main ingredients in the metaphorical wax of cream and sound that everybody's had a taste of on the planet. And Yahshua came to set the captives free. We're born in a world full of lies. It's up to you to seek the truth. It's up to you. You watch it. If you're watching it, if you ain't. You can only lie for so long. You gotta make up new lies. The adversary don't want us. Doesn't want us. I'm saying us, adults. The adversary don't want the adults. We're too grown. He want these babies. You get them by the busload. They make it up as they go along in 2026, don't they? Because I said so is the only reason they'll give you for a lot of things that are happening that are unjust, that are not righteous. So don't speak truth to power. Because the ones in power, yeah, that's the end of the system. Esau. The kingdom is Jacob's. For my biblical studies, I ride with that. And I don't force it on nobody else. You have a right to feel whatever it is you want to feel. You have a right to believe whatever it is you want to believe. But whatever you feel and whatever you believe, you're supposed to be able to stand on it. I'm going to roll with the rock. The foundation is going to be on the rock. That brings all things into remembrance. There's no lying in her. I'm going to roll with that. And shares are appreciated, likes are appreciated, but they're never required. I'm not monetized by YouTube or any social media platform. I do social media for the channel description in hopes that one person will research what I'm saying. Seek the truth. Follow the directions that are in the scripture. That Christ gave the ones that truly follow him. Not the ones that claim they do but really don't. Not the ones that honor him with their lips but their hearts are far from him. My life ain't for them people. The kids. The clan indoctrinated disciples in service of all skin tones. All religions, all languages. My life is not for them. If they're content being a kid. My life is for children. Children of the Most High, not the ones of the adversary. Because the adversary knows scripture better than anybody walking around here breathing today. And the adversary twists scripture to justify sin. That's how you know an agent of the adversary. They'll quote scripture to justify their unrighteousness. To make it seem like it's okay for them to break the law. But hey, you can't break it. Because you don't have a piece of paper that says you're qualified. Issued by the state, by this system, this world. Didn't Christ say be in the world but not of the world? That word world means system, doesn't it? So speak truth to lies. And I don't tell folks what to do. I don't tell nobody what to do. I share what works for me. This is my path. I'm going to speak truth to lies. We tried speaking truth to power, it didn't work. Ones in power, they know the truth, they just don't care. Which is the problem. The indifference of good men. It's the reason why evil flourishes. Too many good men are indifferent. Too many people go along with, oh, well, I guess that's just the way that it is. But that's not the way it's supposed to be if you want to get into the kingdom. That might be the way that it is because the scripture tells us that that's the way that it is, but you got to choose. You have to choose. You have to choose. What road are you trucking on? Is it broad and wide, or is it narrow? Mine's is narrow. I'm going to roll with that. And I don't push it on nobody. That's not my job. Christ didn't push it on nobody. He laid it out for the ones that want to follow him to the kingdom to play it out. And no matter who you are, no matter how you fall short, just because you missed the mark don't mean you stop trying to hit it. I'm a veteran. If I missed the target, that don't mean, oh, I missed on the first shot. I guess I got to just go ahead and safety my weapon. No. Take aim and shoot again. Hit the mark. And when you miss the mark, that's sin. And you're going to sin. You're going to miss the mark. I missed the mark. You missed the mark. Everybody misses the mark. But it's not an excuse to just give up and not care. It's not an excuse to say, oh, well, I'm not going to speak the truth because nobody wants to hear it. I'm not going to speak the truth because nobody's going to agree with me. Christ is far from nobody. Christ agrees with the truth. Christ is the truth, the critical truth, the only way to the Father, and life. Everybody is born dying in their flesh. Everybody is born dying. I don't care how young you are, how old you are. We're born. Your flesh is born dying. It's going right back to the dirt it come from. It is. Even if you don't believe in the scripture, that's what's going to happen to your flesh. But the spirit, see, the spirit, that's something else. And if you don't believe in a higher power, then you've condemned yourself already. The ones that don't believe, they condemned already. And my life ain't for those people. You got a God complex. You're a manipulator. You know, using scripture to justify your sin like these mega preachers, pimping their congregation for jets and summer homes and expensive jewelry and the whatnot. My life ain't for you. I know your scheme. I know your trick. I know your fruits. All you Kenneth Copelands out there. All you Creflo Dollars out there. All you modern day Sadducees and Pharisees. My life is not for you. Because you're not going to be able to find any cap in what I'm saying. You're not going to be able to find any misinformation in what I'm saying. But you will insult. You will divert. You will say that was then though. You can't expect us to do that now. I don't expect anything from anybody. I'm just going to do what the Most High expects me to do. Because this is the only one I can control. It's the only one I want to control. And I don't have no control. I have no self-control because Yah's in control. If Yah want to stop my heart right now, he can do that. If Yah wants to make lightning come out the sky and strike me on my head and I fall over DEAD, he can do that. If I have a heart attack, the Most High can do that. He has no beginning, he has no end. And our time is short on this earth planet. It is. It sure is. It's very short. Our time is short. One day to the Most High is 1,000 years to us. And 1,000 years to us is one day to the Most High. If you don't believe in that, that's fine. Like I said at the beginning of the live, you have a right to feel whatever it is you want to feel and believe whatever you want to believe. If you want to believe that praying to a cow and throwing excrement on each other during festivals is the God you serve, then you have a right to do that. But that's not my way. That's not the way that Christ told is the ones that are disciplined in the message that he shed his blood for. He didn't say to do that. And that's who I'm going to follow. In fact, the business, that's why if you want to follow my channel, it's greatly appreciated, but don't follow me. Follow me as I follow Christ. And if I don't follow Christ, don't follow me. And if you love me, correct me. But it has to be according to a sound doctrine. And the only sound doctrine is the one that was written in stone, handed to Moshe on the mountain, given to Israel. It's the only sound doctrine. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not covet. Remember the Shabbat to keep it holy. These things are not polite suggestions. They're not hashtags to put in front of schools. You know, I mean, you don't write them. They don't even write all of them. They don't write them in a completion. They don't. And half of a truth is a whole lie. So much for that 10 Commandments thing, because there were more than 10 Commandments. And if you ain't trying to keep the 10 straight, what make you think you're gonna keep the other 600 and some odd ones straight? Are you trying to? The only thing that perfects is the law. It's the only thing that perfects. The only thing that makes perfect. And life is the fire that we're gonna be tried through. Yahshua said to pray in this manner. And you go into that prayer, he says, lead us not into temptation. That word temptation is a thing, it's a test. But we're gonna be tested. Christ himself was tested by the adversary when he went out and he fasted for 40 days in the wilderness. And the adversary came to Yahshua whispering scripture in his ear, taking it out of context, taking pieces of it, and not the whole scroll. And Christ is the completion of the law. That means it's not finished. He didn't do away with it. He filled it to the full. And man decided to nail up the law in efforts to kill it, but it didn't work. He used 3 nails, crown thorns, a whip, a spear, and a towel. It didn't work. Because if you seek the truth about anything, you'll find it. And with great power comes great responsibility. And the Most High is not irresponsible. The Most High is not unjust. If there's any, and like I said, you got a right to believe what you want to believe. Feel what you want to feel. If there are any questions, comments, concerns about my content, you can ask me at any time. Just greet everybody peacefully first. After you do that, just put your concern, your comment, whatever it is you want to say. I'm here to prevent SBS in all of its forms. And I'm not ashamed to admit if I got a touch of it, if you can show me where the wax is. I'll flush it out. Racists don't go to kingdom. Don't care what you look like. Don't care what your bloodline is. Who your ancestors are. Talking about the kingdom of the Most High? Yeah. That's on you. It's not on your ancestors. It's on you. Back to business. You're supposed to hit the mark where your ancestors missed. The iniquities of the fathers upon the children to the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate him, you know. Hate, you ignore, you just brush it off. Hate doesn't mean you plotting on taking somebody's life because you hate them. No, hate means just acknowledge you don't acknowledge their existence at all. You don't acknowledge their existence at all. That's hate. You don't acknowledge the existence of the law for the Most High. That's hate. Esau did not acknowledge the law of the Most High. And he sold his birthright for a bowl of soup. And that spirit is still roaming in 2026. Now, a lot of people that have it, they ain't gonna admit it. They sure enough get mad when I see it, and I call it out when they come to me with that. Can you imagine trading what the Most High has for you for anything in this fleeting life? You're going to trade your place in a kingdom where there's no death, there's no sorrow, there's no tears, there's no war. It's just shalom, it's peace and worship and praise. You would trade that for a new car, a big house, to go viral. Is it worth it? What did Kanye West say? He said, Kanye West said, I sold my soul to the devil, but it was a crappy deal. But it came with a couple of toys just like a Happy Meal. Right? My soul ain't for sale. My soul, my psyche, it's not for sale. This Jedi mind trick they got running. The sky is green. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Oh, I guess the sky is green. Just so it's so. Agree with everything, everything that the adversary put out in front of you. And the adversary's trick is not to convince you that he doesn't exist. The adversary's trick is to get you to call things what they are not. Call things what they ain't. Give up your spiritual, give up your psyche, give up your thought process. Be in this world and of this world. That's the adversary's trick, to get you to do that, to get me to do that. And it's a battle. It's a spiritual war. Sure it is. Spiritual warfare. A lot of people they don't even want to step onto the battlefield. And that's their choice. But if that's what you choose, you can't be mad at people if they see it in you. You can't be mad at the remnant of people that see that and call it what it is. You can, but it's illogical. Because what you basically be doing is hating the truth about yourself. That's what racists do. Racists really hate themselves. People that are racist, they hate themselves. And they have to take it out on somebody. A racist lies to his or herself into believing that they're superior just because of their flesh. It's idiotic. The whole theory of evolution, of evolution, the theory of evolution is racism. Human beings are not animals. When you group human beings into classes, into groups, and you deem one group superior than the rest of the groups based on physical appearance alone, that's the definition of a system of race. That is racism by definition. That's what that is. Suck it up, buttercup. And racism is a broad, wide road that's going to lead to destruction. And America got it down, baby. America was founded on it, built on it, runs on it to this day. And I'm a vet. I'll say whatever the hell I want to about this Babylon that I live in. That's what it is. I live in the South. There was a junior high student. Went to my old high school. Wrote the word Nigger. Videotaped himself doing it. Made national news. And you look at his little profile. It says favorite artist. It says NBA Youngboy. And they're really coming down on this little young this young man, right? This young boy. When they really need to come down on his parents, because that young boy learned that from his parents, and his parents learned, their parents learned it from their parents. You see how it visits the iniquities of the fathers of all. When y'all gonna jump on that little boy instead of checking his parents. We got this guy named Scotty Ray in Meridian, always finds out the news before the police or anybody else does. He didn't cover that story. He didn't cover that story. Yeah, he only looks out for his own. Okay, Scotty Ray, it's his choice whether or not he want to do better. Just like it's my choice whether or not I want to do better, or your choice if you want to do better. Nobody make you. Nobody holding firearms in nobody's head telling you got to be racist. You got to watch. You got to like, subscribe, and share. If you think somebody gets something positive, constructive from this live or any of my video content, by all means, please share it. I greatly appreciate it. If you like what you hear, if you like my content, by all means, likes are appreciated. I appreciate it. No cap. I appreciate it. No cap. Thank you. But those things aren't required. The only thing that I humbly ask anybody that watches any of my videos to do is to research the information that I'm putting out for yourself. Before you jump to get offended, listen to my words. And if you take my semantics the wrong way, come here and we can have an exchange, a dialogue, like civilized human beings. Or not. I don't tell grown folks what to do. I don't tell folks what to do. But yeah, my live, when I go live, it sounds like a broken record because, see, I always meditate on the scriptures daily. How I can apply them in my life so I can get the blessings that I'm supposed to receive, following the Most High, serving the Most High, following the Most High through His Son, Yahshua. And I want to say thank you. I made it where I'm supposed to be. I want to say, may the Most High bless and keep you. May His kindness be gracious unto you. May the Most High smile on you and give you shalom. That means peace be unto you. Thanks for watching. I'm the Mad Trucker.